Hey, fellow Aquas. How y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your first half of July general reading here. As you may notice, I am in a new location at the moment. Lady Crow is living her best vacation life, so got a bit of a different setup this round. Fun. So let's go right into your meditation. So, guys, y'all, I'm gonna try to verbalize how this came across to me. So the first thing that I heard was, first of all, when I went into meditation, it came in like a freight train, these images. And I heard the song Celebrate, celebrate good times, come on. It's a celebration. Like, it was like really loud. And I saw this party bus, like, y'all, it was extra, just like we are. Like, it was like this party bus, and it was, and I saw Vida for life. I actually saw snapshots of a show called Vida that is set in Los Angeles, and it's just very colorful and vibrant. It's about community. I just saw 111 on the timer. It's very much about community. And I saw this party bus going through this crowd, and I saw the Aquarian Collective like talking to new people, making connections with strangers. What's that saying? A stranger's just a friend you haven't met yet. Like, I was like, oh, okay, this is what it is. Like, and I just saw the Aquarian Collective just having a really good time, being the true seed of their humanitarianism. Feeling extra social. And it also felt like a bear coming out of its cave after a really long time. Like, it felt like, woohoo! Like, I've been in this certain, energy, and now I'm ready to just like, ooh, ooh, bust loot, ooh, ooh. Like, that's what it felt like. For like, that is only a tenth of the extremely, excitable energy that came through in this meditation. I would need about 3 Red Bulls to fully put it across to you. But then I saw, and this was really interesting, because it was sort of like a split screen where we saw that image, and then you may have seen the following trope in commercials or movies where this is what it's like from the person's point of view, and then they cut to what's actually going on. 2:22 on the timer, to what's actually going on. They're actually just dancing alone in their living room, and their partner's sitting on the couch. Like, what are they doing? But in their head, they're on a party bus talking to people in the crowds and like, yeah, come and knock on our door, or like, where everybody knows your name. Like it's very much what it felt like. And then it cut to a split screen I saw of the Aquarius actually dancing alone in their living room, and then someone sitting on the couch, and it being a very different reality for that person on the couch than it was for the Aquarian Collective. I feel like the point of this is that we're always going to be ahead of the game, Aquarius. And I don't say that to mean like, oh, always ahead of the game. We are futurists. It's not good or bad, actually. Sometimes it can be a real pain, really, because we're kind of looking around going, hey, don't you see what's coming? Don't you? We're 3 steps ahead. And people are like, no, we're trying to be here now and work through this. And we're like, we worked through that like 3 lifetimes ago. You know what I mean? It could be a blessing and a curse, for real. I'm hearing that because we're always ahead of the game, you guys have this... You start feeling the feel goods of what is to come before it actually manifests in the 3D. Okay? It feels really important to say. So if that's what you're feeling on the inside, it's because it's coming. And the people, regardless of the evidence in the 3D, right? And I feel like the evidence is starting to trickle in, honestly. But it's going to pick up here in Cancer, but especially Leo season. I've been channeling Leo season and October for a minute now. There's something about that time frame. But the people in your life, the people around you, just take note that not everybody can come on that party bus of energy that you're picking up on, because they're just not there yet. So you may have to just slow it down just a second. Take a step. Shuffle it back. Moonwalk it back. Like, hey, like meeting your person, meeting your people, meeting those around you where they are, as opposed to trying to pull them on your party bus of the future. And again, it's just a way of saying there's celebrate good times. Come on, that there is a lot of good coming. And I'm going to tell you something. we are in a very particular timeline that is the product of a lot of good people setting a lot of good intentions, meditating, choosing love over fear, doing the right thing, rising up, to speak the truth and demand justice. And this is not just like, fairy dust got sprinkled and boof, we're in our highest and best timeline. Trust and believe, this could have gone a lot of different ways. But the timeline that we are in now, that we're going to start seeing the 3D evidence of, is the product of a lot of good work and intention. So I want you to really hear me when I say that, right? But there's a lot of good coming. It just feels like, it could be the most, beautifully humanitarian thing for us to do right now, to exercise a little patience and go, okay, cool, I know what's coming. I'm going to enjoy that. I'm going to sip on that drink all by myself or talk about it with my fellow Aquarians or fellow futurists, right? But also at the same time understand, okay, I literally, this is exactly what I was saying, and I have shivers and I cannot, but I will. Literally what I was just saying with these cards. Sometimes the best thing you can do, the most compassionate thing you can do, is just meet people where they are and know where you're going and just enjoy that in your own energy. Guys, let's talk about this. Both of these keys I'm shaking all the tables. Oh, new location. These both represent tower energies. Let's talk about this. The Panther is a direct tower energy. Okay, I can't with this. This speaks of a lot of what the, experience has been leading up to now. I also feel like this is a processing. This feels like processing. Okay? Sometimes people can process in real time as changes occur, whether that's friendship changes. There's a lot of change going around with our personal relationships, friendships, family relationships, job roles, home situation, a lot of change, right? A lot of rearranging. The universe being the great rearranger that it is, right? That's happening. So, but I feel like we're moving into a time here that we're looking at here with the Panther and I almost said seahorse, sea serpent. Where this is the moment of processing, where sometimes you go through something, right? Or you experience change. You can't process it in real time. You just have to stay with it, stay at it, stay vigilant. And then when it starts to settle, then you have what is seemingly a delayed reaction, right? That's what I feel like is going on around you, okay? The sea serpent, I feel like, is us. The sea serpent is also tower energy, but this is the healing, safe space of this is what comes after this. So these are sequential energies here, which I'm obsessed with. Obsessed. This is Jormungandr, right? What's she saying now? What's she call me? Jormungandr. This is the world serpent, right? From Norse mythology. This wraps itself around the entirety of the world and bites its own tail. This is the completion of a cycle. This is the emotional healing. This is the completion of an emotional cycle of healing. Like the snake sheds its skin to have a new one, right? When the snake sheds its skin, that's when it's most vulnerable to predators. Its eyes cloud over, all of that good stuff. This is the ending of that cycle. This is the healing. This is the processing. This is where we are, a bit ahead of the game. This is where others around us might be at any given time, okay? These are the energies that are happening. But I'm obsessed that we're looking at this, going into this, that they're sequential. I find great comfort in that. As an Aquarian too, it's like, we do like seeing how things line up, and it's a really beautiful energy I'm tapping into here. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Okay, I can't with this because it's just okay. So our past energy going into the current is the Three of Swords. You don't say. Now okay, so this is the after tarot. Why I'm really obsessed that this came up in this context is, do you see the freaking bandage over the bleeding heart healing? We're talking about the healing as a result of a lot of change that's been going on and around. Healing from heart pain, healing from mental tension, healing from extremities. Remember, 3 is the number of the extreme. I just saw 912. Okay, there's something going on with us. I just saw 912 on the timer. I'm going to tell you something. If anyone has been seeing, okay, I'm going to let you in on something as I pull. And I usually don't get this personal, but I'm in the mood. But I also feel like it's pertinent for you guys watching, which is really why I'm doing it. Leading up to the past few months, for maybe 6 months or more, because I feel like it ties in with the futures aspect, I was seeing 9/11 everywhere. I was seeing the numbers 9/11 like everywhere. I couldn't look at a clock and not see 9/11. I'd check out at the store, it was 9/11. You know, it was just really everywhere. Okay. I can't, and I just, like, I have shivers. What just came out. I'm gonna make you wait for it. 9/11 everywhere. And I just saw 9/12 on the timer. So when I started, as, you know, a fellow Aqua, when I started feeling things turning, it was a funny reality for me, because I started seeing how it went was I saw 9/11. Everything went down. Then I started seeing 9/11 just as it turned to 9/12. And I was like, I think that means like it's a transition point. And now I'm seeing 9/12 everywhere. And I just saw it on the timer. So I really do, again, back to the sequential aspect of it. I mean, we are moving into a time where it's major mega healing and implementation, and the changes are settling, and it's beautiful, which leads us into the Fool. And this is why I'm so obsessed with this, because guys, this is like, you know, the world energy. This is the completion of a cycle. This is a healing from the heart pain and extremities, and just a lot of like quick change at once. And then we have the Fool, which is your fresh, happy, brand new start. Are you serious? I'm also drawn to the fact that, like, in this deck, you know, the Fool's little hobo bag here, he's just letting it drop to the ethers. He's releasing everything that he doesn't need. And I do feel like that's been an aspect of the energy we're looking at coming into now for Aquarius as well, where it's going, I really thought that I needed A, B, and C. I really considered these people, this work, this daily routine as an essential part of what makes me me. And now I'm seeing that I actually have some happy edits and happy news to report, that I actually need a lot less than I thought I did. And that's really cool. And it really feels like, you know, again, you are ahead of the game with a lot of the things that you're feeling and picking up on. And just enjoy that. There's no need to okay. I love you. You have lovers on the bottom here, Gemini energy. Guys, we got the wish fulfillment card, so I'll just hold for reaction. I have shivers. I have a very distinct feeling doing this reading right now that I know I haven't been, but I'm getting a feeling in this reading, and I feel like this could be pertinent for somebody. I feel like I've been away for a long time, and now I'm like returning into an energy that is a rebirth of an energy that hasn't been around in a minute. I feel like that's pertinent for some of y'all. Wish fulfillment, living the good life, happy indulgence. This is just like dreams come true. This is really beautiful. But, you know, what I really like about this too, and why this came up, you know, this is similar to the star energy, which is our key. But why and it's number 9. Hi. Was I going to miss that? Why I love that it came out in this context as opposed to, say, the star key is because the star denotes that it's wish fulfillment that is of your, you know, destined path. It could be past life related. It could be karma related. It's something that's been due to you from a soul level. The 9 of Cups is something that you worked for here in the 3D. Which is not to say the star can't be that. It just holds a certain level of like, ooh, magic, fairy, dust, and fate. Whereas the 9 of Cups is like, you know, started from the bottom, now I'm here. You know what I mean? So it's really, really beautiful. And remember when I said that the timeline that we're in has been the product of a lot of good people doing the right thing? Okay? And all the yellow here, it's really beautiful. Solar plexus chakra, which governs, you know, our root of confidence, self-confidence. I feel like there's going to be an upkick. Listen, what is removed will be is just making room for the new, because there's a Marie Kondo thing I'm getting here. You know, friendships that are, you know, working its way out of your life, or work contexts, or whatever that is. I do feel like there's this energy of happy removal that is replaced pretty quickly by something that is of your new vibration, because you're not who you were. Does that make sense? So it's like anything that was of a previous vibration and now you're different, you've changed, right? I'm hearing Into the Woods, you know, from Into the Woods, the musical, you know, you're changed, you're different in the woods. That really, I just got shivers. That feels really, really pertinent. Wow. More caring, you're getting us through the woods. There's something about that. But, you know, around these, and this could be aspects of yourself. Like I said, you're going, wow, I really thought that I needed X, Y, and Z. I really never thought that I could do without X, Y, and Z. Wow, I am finding so much joy in the new, and I'm finding, and this is really interesting how this is coming across, I'm finding joy in the discomfort. Because discomfort that I'm feeling here is really just that it's new than what you've known before. It's a different way of being, a different way of moving, a different way of, you know, looking at your surroundings and how you perceive them and how you live with them. This is also a rebirth of self. I am so obsessed with the energy that's coming through, but I also feel a bit, I don't know why this word is coming to me, like humbled by it. Like it just feels very reverent. Very reverent. Three of Pentacles to, I almost said acknowledge the Three of Swords. Three of Pentacles to clarify the, you know what, I'm going to change that. I'm going to start saying acknowledge. Three of Pentacles acknowledges the Three of Swords. You know, 3 to the 3, right? This is about, you know, craftsmanship. This is about this is the architect key. This is, remember, this is healing. This is building upon what you particularly are good at, what you're particularly here to do. Remember when I said that you're somewhat ahead of the game in whatever context that is, right? You're ahead of the game. I feel like people are in, I almost said in the process of processing. They're in their place of processing and will be during this time period. I feel like during Cancer season, which is the sign of the home and the hearth and the nurturer. So I feel like that's all in alignment there. And I feel like this is like the people around you, right? And then you're over here like, and a chisel and a swift and a knock, 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 and a paint and an edit. And you're over here literally on a pedestal, no shade. He's literally on a pedestal, you know, imparting what you know, imparting what you see down the road, but from a place of, but it's not coming from a place of like, come on, meet me where I am on the party bus. Like, why are you over here on the couch? I'm on the party bus, right? But it's like you're getting this memo around like, okay, there's a certain maturity and a wisdom that comes. It's kind of like the Gandalf energy, or Dumbledore, you know, Merlin really energy, where it's like sometimes true wisdom is knowing what you know and not sharing it. Not because you're being, although, you know, Aquarians are quite private. We get accused of being secretive. We're not secretive, we're private, right? But sometimes it's knowing what you know, but then showing discernment and going, but it's not going to help them to hear it. It's not going to, you know, they need me to meet them where they are. And that's the most compassionate thing I could do. And I feel like that's what you're doing here with this heart healing. I do feel like you are, what's that word? What's the word? But I mean this in a positive context. You are enabling the healing. I feel like there's a better word for it. But you are enabling the healing for those around you. I think that that's really beautiful. I cannot. Facilitating. Oh, Lord. You are facilitating healing for those around you. You know when she's stumbling, that's a coffee break, right? Page of Cups. Are you serious with the star right here? Are you sure? I'm sure. Page of Cups to clarify the Fool. We're talking about new beginnings. We're talking about new chapters, new cycles, new aspects of self, new line of work, new friends, new love, rebirth of old love. This is, or pre-established love, I should say. This is really connecting to, because this is fertility and abundance. This is just a lot of good, new good coming your way. Right? You know, a lot of the other signs, I've been channeling the quote of, one does not discover new lands without consenting to lose sight of the shore for a very long time. And it's funny because the way that this is coming through for y'all is handled. I'm seeing the Nike swoosh, like handled, just did it. Just did it. Right? She already did hers. It's like how it's coming across. And so it's really beautiful. You're in this new aligned party bus, like energy. And it's really, and it is fulfilling to you in an emotional way, right? I feel like some of you guys are starting new projects, new line of work, entrepreneurs, or if it's the same line of work, you may be considering working for yourself. There's something here where things were removed or changed or shifted, and now you're going, oh my God, I think this is going to be even better, and I never would have come to this had these changes not occurred, right? Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Okay, I can't, but I will. So more page energy. Remember, the pages speak of brand new starts, right? Initial beginnings, as with the folds all over this thing. I really like it. So the Page of Wands, to clarify the Nine of Cups, I was literally what I was just saying. This is starting new projects, new ventures. Remember, the Wands rule the realm of the soul. Fire, desire, passion, artistry, craftsmanship, artisanship, back to the Three of Pentacles, right? This is really beautiful. This is also about bravery. It is about being brave. I'm also drawn to the fact that his, what is this, a cape? A capelet? His cape is quite green. That is the color of the heart chakra energy. With the Nine of Cups, you are securely, steadily, and most assuredly moving because of your vibration and because of a lot of good energy that you've accrued, right? We are our choices, of course. You are moving into a time where all the work, both on an energetic and physical scale, all the times that you were there for other people, all the times that you made sacrifice for the greater good, all the times that you answered the phone even when you just felt like you didn't have much more to give, but you were there, all the times that you made choices that were really hard but the right thing to do, all of that, when you did the right thing even when it was hard, especially when it was hard, that is coming back to you now. I just heard Gandalf. I return to you now at the turning of the tides. Look for me, the rising of the dawn on the 5th day or something. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's a new dawn. That's what it feels like. You know, this is also proposals, propositions. I also feel someone putting together, what is that? Like a proposition when they write up like a proposal for something. Is submitting a proposal for something. There's a lot of new work, new money that is very emotionally fulfilling and exciting. I feel like some of you guys are going to be doing partnerships, teaming up with people for work, or having a newfound direction or exciting point of perspective for the work that you do or work that you've only dreamed of doing. I'm hearing someone go, yeah, I was in that place where I thought I'd always get around to it. Like, I'll get around to it someday, sometime. I'll get around to it. And now you're like, you've come around. You know what I mean? It's really, really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a goddess for my beautiful fellow aquas. Oh, guys. Can we just take a moment? Past energy is the Three of Swords, but it's got a beautiful bandage on it. Into the Fool, fresh, brand new starts, new adventures, the reward far outweighing the risk, right? Living life. Into the Nine of Cups, which is complete and total wish fulfillment that is well earned and feels amazing. You know, they're also pointing out this can also be indulgence, but I feel like it's a happy indulgence, you know, drinking, eating, enjoying the good life. You know, just the good summer vibe feels actually. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. That's just what it feels like to me. And remember in the meditation, I saw the party bus. Celebrate good times come on. This is the celebrate good times come on key with the Nine of Cups. So obsessed with that. Okay, let's get a goddess. A goddess. Oracle for my aquas. Guys, this feels really good. Okay, literally, okay. I just, like, if there was an oracle that encapsulated, like, the Aquarian experience, like, this is what it is. Cue Stevie Nicks. Rhiannon, sorceress. Literally, queen riding a unicorn with a veil made of stardust and stars. Look at this. I just, like, this is Aquarians inside of our head. Like, you know how I said the split screen from earlier? Like, this is Aquarius, like, inside our head, just riding on unicorns and seeing into the futures. Loving our own company more than anyone else's. It's really beautiful. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Nine of Cups. Page of Wands. Just one more time for the seats in the back. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. That's what this is. That's what the Nine of Cups is with the Page of Wands. That's what this is. Unicorn not included. Or maybe it is. I mean, you do you. I love this. Aquarius, this is so, so, so beautiful. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm getting a very specific, there's something related to Beltane, which is around May 1st. I know that we are almost into July's first half of July, but there's something about May. It could have been, this could be remarking on an intention you set in May around Beltane and that time of the year, something you realized, something that changed or shifted. Spirit is calling your attention to something that was going on for you or came up for you, or something about the beginning of May around Beltane. There's something in that for you, okay? So you can Sherlock Holmes that for yourself, for sure, if it resonates. She's also wearing this green tunic, just like Homeboy is over here. Again, heart chakra. You're moving into a time where you're following your heart, you're following the feeling, and abundance is the only natural result of doing that, right? Aquarius, I'm obsessed. I love it. I really hope that this helped and resonated. If so, please let me know in the comments below. You know that I love reading your comments the most. You guys are almost laughably far and beyond the majority of my subscribers. Like, if you look at the numbers on the other videos, like, it's like you guys, I think, hold down about, what, 70% of the views? Like, you guys are mostly Aquarians. So, and I just, like, that gives me all of the feel goods, because we all know that it really takes an Aquarius to really, you know, I understand another one. I mean, not always, but I feel like, especially like in this context, I love you guys. I feel seen by you every time I post, and I'm sending you a little extra love right now. So yes, comment below, tell me where you are, tell me what's going on, tell me what's good. And with that being said, again, just thank you so much for being here. And as always, and most of all, my beautiful fellow Aquas, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.